All right, so the time I did not spend in hair and makeup today, I spent trying to make this go as smoothly as possible last night. So here's hoping everything goes smoothly. All our speakers look like they're ready. Our organizers are ready and caffeinated, so let's go. All right, so BSides Knoxville 2020, track 1. So this is not what we were expecting to be doing back in January or even February when we were finding an event, a venue, but it's what happened. Yeah, there's a lot of things about BSides Knoxville that we're going to miss this year. We're going to miss seeing everybody. We're going to miss the hugs, the donuts. But things will go back to normal next year, and we're definitely looking forward to that. Same plans that we had this year. We found a great new venue, and we hope to use them again next year. But this year, this is what we could do. So we kept the date, and we kept the speakers, and we even kept some sponsors. Everybody was really supportive, so we appreciate that. Thank you. Electronic badges, another thing that we're missing. Posters. Some people have asked if we're going to mail out posters. Now we might double up next year. We might have a special COVID-19 poster as well as a 2021 poster. We don't know at this point, but yeah, we're not doing any physical stuff this year. It was enough for us to try and tackle a virtual conference for the first time. I was wary of tacking on too much extra stuff. So keeping it fairly simple. And yeah, photography, videography, it's going to use the same great people. We've got some great photos on Flickr. If you search on Flickr from previous years, if you want to see what the physical conference looks like. I know a lot of folks are going to be tuning in that aren't in Knoxville and have never been to the physical conference. I'd urge you to consider coming to the physical conference next year. Usually it's like this and it's not raining. We'll see. We can't guarantee that, but usually we get pretty nice weather, and a lot of people turn out. So thanks to our sponsors, both new and old. Tech Systems has been with us every single year, including with this virtual conference. LBMC is a new sponsor. We've got a lot of good friends over at LBMC, and we appreciate them coming through for us. And Clayton Homes as well came in as a platinum sponsor, and big thanks there for them coming through. And we kind of had a realization this year. We realized that there's probably more value for sponsors for folks looking to hire security people, and specifically in this area in East Tennessee, than maybe vendors. We not sure vendors get a whole lot of leads out of it, but it was a thing that we tried out this year, and it seemed to resonate with folks, and we'll probably go for that next year as well. We also have some community sponsors. We've got Ascension, which is Joe Gray's thing. You'll learn a little bit more about that later. He's doing some OSINT training, and the Yggdrasil there, the Norse tree is his logo there. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be, Joe. And DC865 is running one of our 2 CTFs today, and Secure Code Warriors is running a tournament, a CTF, and you'll hear a little bit more about that here in just a moment. We got Dan Lewin on the line with us. And so a few housekeeping items. LobbyCon, HallwayCon, all the chat, all that stuff is on Discord. So if you haven't jumped on the Discord, that's the link there. You can find it from the BSides website also. If you look at the very top, you'll see a link to HallwayCon at the very top of the page when you go to BSidesKnoxville.com, and you can just click it there. Or if you can type quickly, you can transcribe that right there. We also have links there to the Secure Code Warrior tournament, to the BSides Knoxville 2020 Jeopardy CTF put on by DC865, our local DEF CON group. Any questions, issues, queries, live streams down, somebody's being a jerk, anything like that, either let an organizer know on Discord. You know the organizers from the red names. Their names will be in red text. Or just email info@bsidesknoxville.com, and we'll monitor that email address throughout the day, and it goes to all the organizers. And the hashtag, if you're going to tweet anything about it, we like to keep it short and sweet. This is the same format we've used since year one, just BSK for BSides Knoxville 2020. There's Tech Systems there. I think that was, 2016, the only year we didn't do an electronic badge. I thought it would be really cool to do floppies. And I was going to put stuff on the floppies, and everybody assumed there was going to be like a secret challenge in the floppies, and I just didn't have time for it, and I let everybody down. But they were color coded, vendors were green. That was a fun year. And short video from Tech Systems. I did have some animations here. It's actually for the best because we need to get moving on here, but I had a bunch more photos, but that's all right. You probably can't hear the audio, but it's just music. It's cool. I can beatbox it if you want. It's very rhythmic. It's nice. It's a nice video. I like it. All right, at this point, we've got Dan Lewin here. Dan, if you're ready, I'm gonna just throw you in the deep end here, make you a presenter. And we should be able to see and hear you in just a moment here. I can't hear you right here. Let me make sure it's not one of my settings.
Yeah, it still says I'm muted.
Let me look at the chat, see if it's just something dumb that I've done.
Looks like people can hear me.
Dan? Let's see. Okay, I've done something dumb on my end, so go for it, Dan.
All right, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. Let me see, I'm about to present my screen here. So let's move this out of the way here. All right. Oops. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Dan Lewin with Secure Code Warrior. Probably, if you saw the video cam there, I'm growing kind of one of those quarantine beards. Usually clean shaven, but don't go anywhere these days. So, very appreciate the opportunity to talk with you. Promise to keep you short because I know we've got a 9 o'clock start time here, but just wanted to go over some of the details. We are hosting the CTF, the Secure Coding Tournament on the Secure Code Warrior text channel. So it is open from 8:30 to 4:30, and highly recommend when you have an opportunity to go in there and try to compete and win some prizes. Just to give you an idea who Secure Code Warrior is, we are a global application security company, and our vision is to empower developers to become the first line of defense by making security highly visible and providing them with the necessary skills and tools to write secure code from the beginning. What we developed was a cloud-based training platform for developers. It was designed by developers to really help developers secure their code from the start. And ultimately, where our customers and organizations use this is to help them achieve faster, more secure product development. It's helping developers become more security conscious, so they're able to defend their own applications. And I think one of the biggest keys that we're doing, we're basically bridging the gap between security and development, creating a positive security culture within organizations. And what we have done, we're changing the paradigm from traditional learning to hands-on. So where you think of the traditional as more around e-learning and classroom instruction, which is great. But when it comes to learning how to secure code, we found the retention rates are very low over a period of time, whereas something when you're practice by doing, we see a much higher rate of retention. I equate this very similar to things you learn growing up. I remember, working, my dad teaching me how to work on cars or doing small projects, and 20 years later, I still remember how to do those things. So very similar to with the Secure Code Warrior approach. Where we fit in the software development life cycle, where there's a lot of stuff out there is trying to shift left, where we actually start left. We want to be the starter for developers to learn how to securely code. We're not here to replace existing tools. We're here to make them even better. The goal is, at the end of the day, is that developers are learning, not putting in the same types of vulnerabilities into their code. And for the organization itself, the cost of fixing security bugs will start to drop over time. We have a full slew of features in our training platform, everything from tournaments, learning, training, and assessments. Everybody that signs up for the tournament will get access to the platform, and we're going to be keeping it open for another 2 weeks after the tournament, so feel free to go in there. The majority of the time you're going to be spending is in the training and learning. This is really building and maintaining skills, and then what you're going to be doing in the tournament here is where we're going to have that fun competition where you're going to compete against others to earn points. Just going to show you a quick example what it looks like from what a challenge when you go into the platform. So I'm just going to work on an injection category here. So typically where you're with our challenges, and you'll find this in the tournament itself, you're going to be tasked to either locate or identify and fix vulnerabilities. We have over 35 languages. For the tournament itself, I think we have about 20 or so languages you can choose from. But just remember, once you choose one language in the tournament, that's the language you're going to be playing in. So in this particular example here, I'm actually working in C#.NET web forms. And the goal here is I need to locate a particular vulnerability. And it's an injection flaw, and this particular vulnerability is an email injection. You're going to be asked to maybe potentially find one vulnerable code block, or you may be able to find 2 code blocks. So what you're going to do is basically go here and you're going to highlight these yellow triangles. As you can see, one code block popped up, and I will need to go and find another one. So the idea is to go through this particular code snippet and identify where that these potential vulnerabilities. But no worries, if you're new to secure coding and trying to learn, that's part of the fun of what we provide. So we do provide a hint system here. It will ask you to give you a hint. Typically, the first hint in the tournament is free, and I highly recommend everybody looking at it. We will provide a small video that comes with it. So I'll tell you a little bit about the vulnerability and then provide you a video as well. So it'll help with your learning process. So it is a free hint, and I highly recommend using it. Other hints I will show you in the scoring here could cost you some points, but definitely take it in. But typically that's the process, is that you're going to be going through these challenges. There is a walkthrough once you first go into the tournament, so it'll help you kind of walk you through the process. Let's go back here to my tournament details. All right, so tournament details. As I mentioned, we have about 20 or so languages you can choose from, and we have about 36 total challenges that's going to take you. If you go through all the challenges, it'll take you somewhere probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours complete. Now you got the whole day, and I know there's a ton of talks today, so you can go in, go out when you can. There's a number of quests that you can compete in. There's actually 8 different levels. You can start at any level. Level 1 is going to be much more easier. Level 8 is going to be a little bit more difficult. as you get there, but you do score points for more difficult questions. All the challenges will require you to identify a particular vulnerability within a block of code. You'll be asked to locate a named vulnerability, and then you'll also be tasked to fix the vulnerability piece of code. The scoring, the way it works is you're going to earn points. Typically, for easy points is around 100, medium is about 200. I don't think I would have, maybe I have 1 or 2 hard in there, but you get the most points from that. You do have about 3 attempts per challenge. So the first time you go through it, you get 100% of that, the total points there. As you start to do another attempt and a third attempt, you start to get less points from that. As I mentioned, there is please do use the first hint. It is absolutely free. As you start to work with other hints to help you walk you through the problem, you will get points taken away. So feel free to use that first hint. You do have until 4:30 today. We are going, Adrian and the team, they're going to be announcing winners and prizes by the end of the day. And some of these prizes, at least on the Secure Code Warrior side, we're going to be providing a first place, a really neat hoodie. Second and third place winners will be t-shirts. So once we find out who wins, we'll definitely ship those directly to you. So some really cool swag be coming your way. This is on our Discord text channel. You go here to register, you sign in. Once again, you sign into the tournament and get access to the platform. You will have an additional 2 weeks to just kind of play around with the platform in the training and take more challenges. So you would go here, click and then join. You'll see this in the tournament page in the platform, and then you should be ready to go. We do feel, if you don't mind, at the very end, feel free to take it's a survey. It's less than 5 minutes. Always open to your feedback. Just makes our platform better. But at the end, I just wish everybody good luck, and we'll find out who's going to be the ultimate Secure Code Warrior for BSides Knoxville.
Awesome, thanks, Dan. We should have set something up. I wish I could just reach into your video and spin your ceiling.
That's right. Yeah, I know. I typically have it moving, so it looks funny.
I just noticed looking at my other monitor, it looks like I'm watching you as you talk. So that would have been a good gag.
Don't worry.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but we'll announce the winners after the 4 p.m. talk is done. So shortly before 5 p.m. is when to look out for that. And good luck to everybody that's going to do that tournament. And thanks very much, Dan. Next up, oh, look at us. We are right on time. Xavier, are you ready? Let me unmute you so you can respond. There we go.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, great. Hello, everyone. Yep, so we are actually running 2 minutes early. It's great.
Yeah, let me, I'm going to promote you to a presenter.
Okay.
And I'm saying this out loud because I'm still new to it. Just going to awkwardly say things that I do out loud. It's going to be a thing.
It's better than on-air silence, right? That's the bang.
Yeah. And it's, believe it or not, we have practiced. And our speakers have practiced, the organizers have practiced, and I guess that shows we're 2 minutes ahead of schedule here.
Yeah.
So if you want to go ahead and get going, the floor is all yours.
I appreciate it.